Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Minutemen offense takes the field, and they'll go to work first. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
To throw, it's Fry. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. UMass will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Fires to the middle. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Minutemen. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the... away, and once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and short now from their own 48. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Carr. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The UMass offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep. Oh, he's got some space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. UMass comes to the line, facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some...
Trying to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UMass.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Kramer. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down.
29 Philly, 2 not.
the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. UMass quickly back to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll run it to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on third down. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Kramer. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. UMass quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Wants to keep it in the air. Safe completion on the screen. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Running behind that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UMass! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Gives it on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now he can...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man out of the backfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He's got it, first down and more. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Sets up the screen. And he's in for the touchdown.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Fry. He's got his man across the middle. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Looking to throw. He's got it on the run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Shoots it to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, the running back has it. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. 2nd half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Dropping back, it's Carr. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Tempo and overdrive.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll work his way down to the 28. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. He's got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're in for a touchdown.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Fry. Got it in the middle. It's Avent. And he's brought down after a nice game. UMass quickly back to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. When you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Algier. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He's got the back in the middle. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Hauls it in.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down, now they're staring at 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw, it's Fry. Quickly complete. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. UMass quickly back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense.
Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in down the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Try to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw it. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Minutemen! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. It's caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. From the gun, the ground game. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Under fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he burrows his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to get the 2 and cut this to a 2-possession game. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UMass offense returns to the field. Looking for space. It's Algier. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Fry. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. Running through contact. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Trying to surge it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, UMass! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And he tacks on the extra point.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking the deep shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be... Now, couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Going for the marker on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. He's got it and still on his feet. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do.